Hey, what's good YouTube? It's your girl Nikki with another video for you guys today. Today I'm bringing you guys another top 10 sneaker vid, but with a little twist. I'm going to be doing top 10 shoes. So I'm about to talk a little bit about the top 10 shoes for back to school that I recommend, that I would have probably been looking for going back to school. Because I remember those days, those back to school shopping days, like those were good times. That's when I got my love for sneakers and for like shopping. And when I tell you, I used to shop for like a week or two straight right before school started with my best friend. Like we used to go in, like shit would go bananas when we went to the mall. Yeah, those are good times. Those are good times. But yeah, I just wanted to go ahead and share with you guys what I would recommend for going back to school. Everything that I'm gonna list is pretty much either based off style, price, and just comfort. Those are three things that I look for in a sneaker or a shoe when I'm going to school. So let's just go ahead and get started with this list. Let's do it. Alright, so coming in at number 10, I'm going to be giving it to a shoe that I think it is a classic shoe. Not everyone's gonna wear it, but it is something that I would have looked for going back to school. It wouldn't have been the first thing I was looking for, but it was definitely something that I would have been looking for sneakers that I would want or need for school. For number 10, I'm gonna give it to SlipOn Vans, particularly like the white ones. I remember back in the day I would buy the high top Vans, the checkerboard Vans, because those were classics. Everyone had them. Everyone used to have a pair of Vans, either high top or whatever. But nowadays I would probably recommend or wear the all white ones. I would say the all white ones because summer just ended, you're going back to school, all white with the tan, a nice tan or whatever. It's just a really nice cute combo, and I really recommend those. For Vans, I would give the comfort level like a 6 or 7. Affordability, I would say it's a pretty decent price range, like it's around $50 to $60. Plus I just think they're really cute and just something to have like in the closet as something extra to take back to school. Coming in at number 9, I'm gonna have to give it to Nike Sock Dart. Yo, Nike Sock Darts are so fucking comfortable. If these sneakers would have came out when I was in school, I would have bought like 2 or 3 pairs, honestly, because and just different colors, because they are so comfortable. They really feel like socks on your feet. The foam on the bottom is good. Like it feels like you don't have nothing on your feet. And that's one thing with me, like with shoes. When I was in school, I really looked for comfort, like anything that I could slip on, and you don't even have to tie your sneakers. You don't got to stop in the hallway to tie your sneakers if they come untied or whatever. If you need to run and get away from somebody, you can. Like these are the sneakers. And also the price range is good. Like the price range is around that $100 mark, depending on what sizing you get. I believe I got these for like $80. They were on sale from Sneakers and stuff. Really with sock darts, it just depends on the colorway that you go with. If you buy a really crazy colorway, it's gonna be kind of like but really like all sock darts I recommend for real for back to school. So coming in at number 8, I'm going to give it to the Nike Huaraches. And let me tell you, Huaraches are one of my favorite sneakers. Huaraches are so comfortable, and not only are they comfortable, they're affordable. Like they range from like $100 to $120 a pair. As far as like what colorway I recommend, if you're gonna do Huaraches, I recommend the triple black, the triple red, or a really dope colorway such as these. These are the red bronze, and then I also have like the atomic pinks. Like if you're gonna do Huaraches, do them right. If you do Huaraches, make sure you get a dope colorway. These sneakers are something I would look for going back to school because it's neutral. You can match it with multiple things, and they're cute and they're dope, and yeah, they're just everything you need for going back to school. So coming in at number 7, I'm going to give it to Nike Foamposites. This is my little posit, my Dr. Dooms, but yo, these sneakers, yo, so fucking comfortable too. And plus these things are hard, so if someone accidentally steps on your foot when y'all changing classes or something, it's not gonna stub your toe. And it'll be easier to clean with these too. If someone accidentally steps on your shoe, which I hate, that's like the worst thing in school. These sneakers I definitely recommend. They're just really durable shoes. I would have put these a little higher on my list, but when I'm going back to school, this wouldn't have been my number 1 like thing that I'm looking for when I'm going back to school. The only thing with Foamposites, they're pricey. In grade school sizes, these are $180. I don't know how much they range in men's. They're probably in the 200s. Honestly, these are such durable shoes that 1 or 2 pairs of these, you'll be straight for the whole school year, and just take care of them, honestly. Alright, so coming in at number 6, Some of you guys are gonna be like, what the fuck, Nikki? But honestly, I'm gonna have to put these on my list because these are a pair of shoes that I would look for every year. Every school year I would get at least 1 or 2 pairs of these every time it was school shopping time. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it to my Tom slip-ons. Like, yes, your girl used to love wearing Toms, and I still do wear Toms. I don't wear my Toms as often because I'm not in school anymore. I'm done with school, but yeah, when I was in school, I was never a morning person. So Toms came through for you, girl, many times. The comfort level, yes. The price range, yes. It's like about $50, and every shoe that you buy, they give it to somebody else. So the company is good. Only con with Toms, if you don't buy the no-show socks for these and don't wear them, by the time school is over, your feet gonna be smelling like Frito chips because your feet are gonna be sweating a lot in these shoes. Some people don't wear socks. It's kind of like a shoe that you don't wear socks with, but if you're that type of person who sweats everywhere, at the end of the day, your feet gonna be smelling crazy. So no-show socks, if you do the Toms, definitely recommend those for going back to school. You won't regret it. They're comfortable and they're gonna get the job done on your lazy days, for real. So coming in at number 5, I'm going to give it to the Nike Air Maxes. And this could be in any model, honestly. You can do the 95s, the 97s, the 90s, any of them. They are so good for school. They're comfortable and they're great for gym also, for like any workout classes that you have to take, PE, gym, anything like that. I definitely recommend those for that, and also for just style. Like Air Maxes you can just wear for style purposes and they're comfortable. I don't have any color in particular that I recommend, but the Air Max 97s are dropping in multiple colorways this week, so I definitely recommend checking those out if you guys are interested. Air Maxes, they do range from like 130 to maybe about 200 depending on the model and the colorway, but they are really comfortable, and that's definitely something I would recommend for going back to school. Coming in at number 4, this shoe is so important for me when I went back to school. Everybody had a pair. What I'm about to mention is probably the most worn thing that I wore to school, and I'm gonna have to give it to some slides. Like, yo, if you're going back to school, make sure you pick yourself up a pair of slides. You'll thank me later. Whenever you had a lazy day or bummy day, you know I'm talking about the sweatpants, sweatshirts, hair tied kind of days. Slides are gonna be your best friend with some nice socks and your slides. I don't think I would recommend the Puma Fenty for school just because they look a little bit more like house slippers, but any Nike slides, Adidas slides, Puma slides, these I definitely recommend for school because they're just so comfortable, and you just slip them on and you go. You keep it moving, you go to school, you do what you gotta do, get your work done, come back home. And slides actually range from like $20 to $60, but when I tell you, slides will save your life. Even the sample slides, those are like $30. Get yourself a pair of sample slides. Those are definitely a must for back to school. So now we're reaching the top 3 shoes that I recommend for back to school and going to school. And yo, for number 3, a lot of you guys are gonna be like, Nikki, why is that so high up on your list? Y'all don't understand. Like, these shoes are perfect for school. I don't know, I feel like these sneakers were created for students. They're shoes that look like student shoes. I don't know. Coming in at number 3, I'm gonna go ahead and give it to Converse. Yes, Converse. When you start your going back to school shopping, let me tell you how awesome Converse are. First of all, Converse are cheap. They're like $30 to $50, usually around that $30-$40 range though. These are my white low top Converse. I need to get a new pair soon, but because I don't wear Converse as often anymore, I haven't really felt that urge to go get some. But when I tell you, I used to get almost every color of Converse as well. As far as like comfort level, they're okay. They're pretty flat foot to me. The one thing that I love about Converse is that they can be clean as fuck or they can be dirty as fuck, and it's okay because they're Converse. Like in school, your shoes get dirty, you're just trying to get to class, you're trying to get to A and B, and the black, red, and white low tops. But then I would also sometimes do some crazy colors. For those of you who do not like basic sneakers anyway going back to school, the good thing about Converse is that they have different styles of shoes. These are some metallic Converses that I got on sale from Nike.com. You can do something like this, this, which is low top. Or if you want something a little bit fancier but you still want to be in your neutral color zone, you can also do something like this. These are some high top Converse. I mean, I haven't never even worn these. I've had these for like 2 years now. Like a quilted pleather texture on the outside, and it's really cute. And I feel like stuff like this is so dope for school. Converse are definitely gonna be like in my top 5 as far as like back to school sneakers. Coming in at number 2, I'm gonna have to give it to the Nike Air Force Ones. High top or low top, either or, perfect for school. I used to buy a pair of Air Force Ones almost every year, like a different colorway though. But of course the classics are the all white Air Force Ones or the all black. I do like the high tops and I do like the low tops, but I feel like the high tops are coming back into style because I know for a little bit nobody was really crazy about Air Force Ones like that. Like I feel like they kind of died off a little bit. I don't know, for some reason I feel like the high tops are coming back into style. I'm not saying that nobody was wearing Air Force Ones, but as far as it being crazy about everyone having a pair of Forces, it just wasn't like happening, especially like in Atlanta. Y'all know Atlanta people, everybody wear Forces no matter what. There was a little time period where Air Forces was like dying off a little bit, but regardless, Air Force Ones are classics. They're great for back to school. They're cute, they're dope, and you can never really go wrong with a pair of those going back to school. So now we're at my number 1 choice for shoes for back to school. This is something I always put number 1 in my list, or as far as like what I'm looking for or what I need a new pair of every time I went back to school. This was like a must. Like it never like skipped a year. What I always looked for when I was going to school and going sneaker shopping for school, I was always looking for at least a new pair of Jordans. Yes, I'm going to be giving it to Jordans. As far as like what model I recommend, I really don't have one that I recommend. I mean, really just any new pair of Jordans is something that I would have looked for. But me personally, I really think that ones are super dope. These are the Jordan 1 Royals. I mean, really, when you're going school shopping or shoe shopping, just look at what you're buying. Look at the wardrobe you wear. What colorways are you wearing? What are your favorite colors? The colors that look your best? And that's how I would look for shoes. But yeah, Jordans are definitely my number 1 pick as far as like shoes for going back to school. These right here are the cement 4s. Even like something like this was nice for school. I remember in school people would always wear like either Jordan 5s, 4s, 1s, 12s and 13s and 11s too, and 11s. Those are the top models that I remember people rocking, especially Jordan 5s. I remember for a good minute so many people was rocking Jordan 5s. So I used to see 4s, 5s, 11s and 13s all the time. Like that was the most popular models for school that I saw people rock. I didn't really go wrong with a new pair of Jordans for going back to school. The sneakers in school, especially in Atlanta, was like a big topic. Like people would talk about sneakers and newest pairs of shoes that was dropping and all of that constantly. I remember those conversations from left and right all the time. But yeah, you guys, that's my top 10 shoes that I would be looking for going back to school. These are all 10 sneakers that I feel like you can never really go wrong with wearing to school. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Leave your comments in the comment section below. Let me know how you would have ranked it. If it would have been a little bit differently for you guys, I'm pretty sure it would have. But as far as like me and like my personality and just like what I was looking for in a sneaker whenever I went to school, that would have been my list as far as like how I would have ranked it. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We are on the road to 50K. We need to hit to 50K ASAP, okay? Because I'm ready to do this next giveaway with you guys. And again, this is your girl Nikki. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, peace. She has dreams to be an envy, so she's starving, you know.